가기 전 누군가를 위해 노래한 적
Hello and welcome to Home Gupshup. Sometimes it's the smallest changes in our homes that bring the biggest refresh. A little bit of organizing, a touch of decorating, or introducing a few small updates here and there can make everything feel so much brighter and more put together. Let me share an example. I recently organized a small corner of my fridge that was always a bit chaotic. You know those small sachets of baking powder, soda, or even custard powder. I used to keep the half-used open packets in the fridge and the rest outside, which often led to confusion. To keep things tidy and in one place, I started using a thin, long acrylic organizer. It now holds all the sachets and even a few extras like custard powder. It's a game changer. On the side of the fridge, I keep extra items like nuts and ginger garlic paste. To make it all look more uniform and to keep track of things more easily, I use large labels. It's a simple trick, but it makes everything look so much more organized and pleasing to the eye. If you've got plants at home, you already know how much they can completely transform the way a space looks and feels. With most of winter behind us, some of my plants have started showing signs of damage and the lack of sunlight. What I usually do in this case is remove any dead leaves first. If a plant seems to have gotten smaller or weaker, I like to move it into a smaller pot. It just feels like the right fit, like this one here. I had some Christmas decor in this pot earlier, but now it's time for a little refresh. I swapped those out for this Buddha statue to keep things feeling fresh and peaceful. Another super easy way to change things up with plants is by switching their planters. This cactus, for example, was in a different basket before, and this other plant was actually sitting in the kitchen until now. Just moving them around completely changes the way a corner looks. And if you're into a pop of color, swapping out planters with ones in bright shades or different textures can make a big difference too. Honestly, it's such a simple way to make your space feel fresh and new. That's exactly how I like to do it. My fern has dropped a lot of leaves in the past few months, also because it was sort of away from light. But at the same time, the money plant or pothos has become bushier. So here I am, exchanging the positions of the two. The bushier money plant also justifies this huge basket planter over in this corner. Hopefully the fern will be able to better survive the winters now that it has a better position. I love to rearrange my plants, and this is a simple no-cost idea to refresh the space or change the vibe of an entire room. So never shy away from moving things or even plants, because who knows, you might just come up with a way better setting for the same things. I somehow enjoy displaying darker shades of tablecloth during this season, and I find that changing the dining table look is the biggest factor contributing to an entirely changed room. Unless, of course, your dining room is secluded from the rest of the home. Adding color through fabric here is the easiest way. I don't mind a few bottles of our regular achars, salt, maybe even a small batch of laddus in a jar put up over here, since they all contribute to the homely atmosphere and make it seem more like home, if you know what I mean. When I'm in the mood for a change, I'm also quite okay with the table being rather empty, so it's all up to you and how you're feeling that day. To be honest, I've accumulated all of my tablecloths and pillow covers over the years from various stores, both online and offline. And I've been getting a lot of requests for vendor data for block prints and the like. Although I wish I could provide you with just one link, it doesn't seem to be the solution right now. If there are any particular pieces you'd like to know about, then please feel free to message on Instagram or drop a comment here itself. If you're like me, you'll also get a great sense of satisfaction from having a well-organized home, or more accurately, a recently completed organizational setup. I often write down categories of things that need my attention from time to time and then work on those things. For instance, I went around the home and found that over the years a lot of wires and cables got accumulated. I'm going to be sorting the cables into 3 categories like type A, type B and type C, and even lightning. In my home we usually need just one of each, but in order to have a backup I'm segregating them in these pouches that I have labeled accordingly. This big box will also hold all extra electrical things that we may wish to have in the backup. So here I am simply placing all those things organized neatly, like the extension cords and such. To be honest, any change, whether it be big or small, can somehow be a mood uplifter, can make us feel rejuvenated and our homes refreshed. I for one enjoy these smaller activities as a homemaker, and envisioning the end result keeps me going on a day-to-day basis. In order to arrange the extra plugs that we do use from time to time, I've dedicated a basket for sorting such things. Like I mentioned, that I write down in my list of things to do about what part is bothering me or that which needs a bit more attention from my side. This ways, some or the other aspect of the home keeps getting a refresh in the way it's organized, and a simultaneous decluttering session also takes place. On a simple work day, if you're not sure of what to make for everyone that is hot as well as comforting but easy to make, then nothing can beat a homemade simple khichdi. Today I am going to be combining my khichdi with an easy recipe of Gobhi Pepper fry, since spices add the much needed warmth. This Gobhi Pepper fry recipe is very basic yet super delicious, and for this we will need to marinate the gobi pieces with basic spices and ginger garlic paste. This we will keep aside and then grind a few spices, dry spices, that will make the entire recipe super tasty, and they make the essence of this. Heat up a small pan and dry roast black pepper, cinnamon stick, fennel seeds, cumin seeds, dried red chili and cloves until aromatic. Let the roasted spices cool and grind them into a coarse powder, and then set aside. Add a splash of water, cover the pan and cook for 15 minutes on low to medium heat. stirring occasionally to prevent any sort of sticking. Add the roughly chopped onions or shallots, stir in the prepared spice powder and cook for another 2 to 3 minutes to combine the flavors, not a lot. Add a touch of ghee for extra richness and mix well. This really changes the flavors. Serve hot as a side dish with rice or roti, however you like it. Today, along with khichdi, I am making curry, a light, runny and simple version that pairs perfectly. For this curry, I will be mixing besan, which is gram flour, along with yogurt, lots of water, ginger garlic paste and turmeric. It's super important to whisk this mixture really well before putting it on the stove. Once on the cooktop, keep stirring until it comes to a boil. After that, you can let it simmer on low heat to cook through. I like adding both salt and sugar to my curry. It really balances the flavors and tastes amazing. The texture of this curry is what makes it so comforting, especially when paired with hot khichdi. Of course, the star of the show is the tempering, which brings everything together. Now for the tempering, heat some ghee in a small pan and add cloves, cinnamon, fenugreek seeds, mustard seeds, cumin seeds, hing, which is asafoetida, curry leaves and a bit of dry red chilies. Pour this sizzling tempering over the curry and mix it in. Serve this alongside khichdi, a drizzle of ghee and a side of pickle. Heavenly. As for the khichdi, I am keeping it super simple this time with a tadka of just zeera, hing, ghee and red chili powder. While I sometimes load it up with veggies, I feel a plain version like this works so much better when paired with the other dishes that we've made today. It's simple, cozy and so satisfying. As much as I'd like to, but a small kitchen does not allow for displaying everything in the main cabinet shelves. So a way out for me is to keep big boxes like these dedicated to items that have been opened. I keep two such boxes, one exclusively for the extra spices and the other, which is this one, for all sorts of random things. If I have any old glass bottles at that time, then I prefer using those to store everything instead of the normal packaging. Trust me, this way there's a way higher chance of things getting consumed. It's just the ease of access that a bottle provides, which a half-opened, half-closed packet cannot. I'm showing this box today only for those who are like me struggling in storing things in an accessible way. This may not be the prettiest solution, but it's functional for sure. And since the top of the lid is transparent, which I recommend, I'm able to see everything from the top itself. For all those extra unopened packets, my easy fix is to just tuck them snugly into a box or a basket. I usually turn the box sideways and stack everything vertically. It works like magic. Just make sure to flatten the packets so they stack evenly and you're good to go. It's such a simple trick, but it's honestly made a huge difference in how I keep things organized, and it saves so much space. I know it's not the prettiest setup again, but trust me, it makes life so much easier. You can see everything at a glance and grab what you need without messing up the rest. Plus, it helps you avoid buying duplicates since you can actually spot what you already have. The best part? It saves you from those frustrating moments of tearing apart your pantry looking for something. I've noticed that this little habit not only makes my pantry feel less chaotic, but also keeps me from wasting time or forgetting about items buried at the bottom. Honestly, an organized space now saves you so much time and energy later. It's a small effort with a big payoff. And let's face it, when everything has its place, it just feels so satisfying. Over the past week, with a few extra outings, our entryway started to resemble a little store for winter scarves and gloves. In moments like these, baskets become my ultimate lifesaver. There's such a simple and effective way to keep those hard to organize items in check. At least with a basket, everything stays in one spot instead of scattered everywhere. If you're like me and feel the same, then please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, here's Home Gupshup signing off. See you all next week.